What's happening? Check this thing out. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? What's happening? What's up, Emily? What's up, Melanin Kitchen? What's up, Sam? Rocket Blue. Cherise, how you doing? How you doing? I see you, Jessica. I see you, Nadia. Kesha Lowry, hey, how you doing? User 44729368282. Hi, how you doing? Alicia, what's happening, Alicia? Nadia, Plant-Based Guardian. Oh, wow. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, Chanel Donaldson. Chanel Donaldson, how you doing? South Africa, London from South Africa, how y'all doing? What's happening? Hey, what's that? Takia? Takia, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing good, Sharice. Thanks for asking. Skay, when are you starting? I just jumped on. I'm starting in about 3 minutes or so. I always give people a few minutes to get on up in here. So we're going to start somewhere between 2:07, 2:10. So I'm going to give y'all just a few minutes to come in, sit down. Y'all, today's story was a suggestion from you guys. It was suggested by, which I have to actually let her know in the DMs in case she's not on here. Pixie Cups and Muggle Stuff. I love the name. Pixie Cup and Muggle Stuff. So y'all, today's story is long. Alright, so I know I had posted originally that I was going to do one story now and then 2 stories at 7. This story is long. I'm not sure if I can even get to 2 stories at 7 o'clock. But we're going to see. Because if I can blow through this within an hour, I can fit in another story at 7. That's the goal. That is the goal. Alright. So, y'all, what's happening? What am I drinking? Alright, so I got some rum with some strawberry sun kiss. And I put a little heavy whipping cream on top. I think that was a mistake, but y'all see that? Now, I make this drink in the summertime. Which I call Tropical Dreamsicle, which that's a summertime drink. But y'all, come in, get ready, get your drinks. Come in, get ready, get your drinks. Come on, y'all. We got a crazy story to talk about today. It's not necessarily crazy, but it's real. It's kind of messy. It's kind of messy. It's kind of those stories where it's kind of like, ooh, this is good. Good. Googly moogly. That thing is juicy. Yeah. Ooh wee. Alright, y'all. We're getting ready to get started in just a minute. Toya876. Yes, this is a Jamaican story. This story hails from Jamaica. A Texan. I just mixed it up actually. But to a Texan. Kissy kiss to a Texan. It's rum with strawberry sunkiss. And I put some heavy whipping cream on top and mix it together and make like a creamy type thing. Oh, Toy, if you sent it to me, I'm so sorry. I miss it. Like I tell y'all, I have like literally like right now. I think the last I checked, I have about 3,000 messages in my inbox. So I jump around. But Sweet Sassy Shay, thanks for asking. School is going good. They invited me to be on the dean's list, but I think I'm gonna skip until like, closer to the end before I join the dean's list. But everything's going good. Toy, his dad's story is way crazier. His dad? Wow, I didn't know there was a part for his dad. I may have to look into that one. All right, y'all, we are getting ready. Raina Collins too. Hopefully, I can make you laugh. We're about to see. We are about to see. But all right, you guys, it is 2:08 p.m. I'm about to go ahead and get started with our stories for today. Before I do get started, I have to ask y'all those same questions that, let me lift this up just a bit. I gotta ask y'all those same questions that I ask y'all all the time. One, where are y'all from? Miss Lewis, you ain't missing nothing. I just got started. Alright, Alicia, I see water. Coral, I see, what is it? Oh, what Coral say? It's moving so fast. I'm sorry. Ooh. I see Portland, Oregon, Virginia, Miami, New Albany, Mississippi, Alabama, New York, Arlington, North Alabama, Raleigh. I see Florida, Alabama, South Africa. What's happening? Toya from Jamaica. Oh, you in Jamaica. Cubby from Indiana, Sharni from Houston, Raina from Boston, Carmen from Indiana, Missy Franklin from Belgium, goodness, Kay from Jamaica, Rye from Virginia, Baby Girl from UK, Miss Olivia from California. Miss Olivia, I think I've seen you before, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Millie from France. Go. Oh, wow. Y'all all the way through. Okay. All right. Now, what are y'all drinking on? Y'all already know what I got right here. I'm drinking rum with strawberry Sunkist and some heavy whipping cream. I see Alicia got water, Brittany got sweet tea, Samira got water, coffee, water, Dr. Pepper, ginger ale, Irish coffee. I don't see nobody drinking alcohol. Don't let me be the only one. Thank you, Shelby, for drinking a margarita. Now I see some Douce. I see some blueberry Stella Rose. I see some red wine. Or pink Moscato. Okay, now y'all speaking my language. Chocolate wine? What the hell is it? Oh, Irish coffee is alcohol? Oh, well, I'm so uncultured. I'm an uncultured swine. I have no idea. I had no idea. But, Jägermeister, Hennessy, Ray, and Nephew. Man, y'all in them trenches deep. If I sniff that, I'm going to pass out. Jägermeister sounds dangerous. I don't even know what it is, but it sounds dangerous. Goodness. Chocolate wine? Yeah, I've never heard chocolate wine. Okay. That's enough. Let's go ahead and get to the story. And y'all, just letting y'all know, once again, every like that you guys do like this thing, it helps me out tremendously just by hitting the tapping the like thing. Definitely. I enjoy sending gifts. I mean, I do enjoy money. Also, if y'all do want to help me out as well, my Cash App is right there at the bottom little square right there, T Allen, or hashtag done it twice. That thing right there. All that crap helps me out because I'm just a poor college student. If y'all seen my paychecks, y'all would cry for me. So like, you know, all that helps me out. Just simply liking this helps me out a lot. Gifts help me out, and even my cash bank, Cash App thing right there, which is T Allen at Done It Twice. Hit me up. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the story of, and y'all, their names. There's a lot of people's names up in here with the A. So the man, this guy at the bottom, this is Andreen McDonald. And the woman beside him, I believe it's pronounced Andreen. I was saying Andreen, but it could be, I believe it's Andreen. But Andreen McDonald is his wife. So that's them two right here. You see him on the bottom. Thank you, Cash, for them roses. Thank you. And thank y'all for liking it. Keep it up. So these people, they are from Jamaica. Now, apparently someone just told me that there's a story about Andre's father. I didn't know anything about that. So I'm going to look into that for another time. But for right now, for where we are going to start, we are going to start in the year 2009. In the year 2009, the guy on the bottom, his name is Andreen McDonald. He was 29 years old. He was in the U.S. Air Force, and he was a captain. He was a captain in the U.S. Air Force. That's pretty good at 29 years old. So, you know, he was doing big things in the world. Now, in 2009, the reason why the story starts here is because while he was, you know, just living life, he got a phone call that someone that he knew had actually passed away. So he made a plan and he went to Jamaica to attend a funeral. And he went to Port Ontario. That's where he went to in 2009. Now, when he went to Port Ontario, that's when he came across the beautiful. Let's take a minute to appreciate how pretty that this woman is. And if y'all, I mean, yes, she's very pretty, but just her accomplishments in life, y'all, we about to get into it because this woman right here, I mean, yo, like I'm not even joking. I am not even joking. This woman, she was so brilliant, and man, if she was still alive today, just imagine what was going on. So, Port Antonio. I think I said Ontario. My bad. It's Port Antonio up in Jamaica. My bad, people. My bad. Is it Antonio or Ontario? I'll go to Antonio. Anyway, so he went to Jamaica and he met Andreen. Now, Andreen is Port Antonio. Thank you so much, Toya. I'm going to keep looking for your comments throughout this thing, so you're going to help me out. You're going to help me out. So anyway, he went to this funeral down there in Port Antonio, and that's when he came across Andreen. Now, Andreen, she was 10 years younger than him, so she's 19 years old at the time. Now, I'm not sure if she was actually attending the funeral as well, or while he was just around town, he bumped into her. But while he was back in Jamaica, he ran into her. Y'all, they instantly hit it off. As y'all see here, they actually make a pretty, nice looking couple. I mean, I would say gorgeous couple, but he brought it down. So, she's gorgeous, and he's probably like, I'll give him a 5, 5.5. I give him a 5. So he brought down the value. Anyway, so because of that, they made a pretty decent looking couple. Decline. And they, liked each other. They met. This was in May of 2009. He moved her back to America so that she could be around him. Y'all, they got married in July. That's 2 months. They met in May, June, and July. They got married 2 months later. How many of y'all would get married to someone that you've known for 2 months? How many of y'all would get married to someone you want to? And I mean, it happens. It absolutely happens. It absolutely happens. So I'm not knocking it. I'm not going to knock it because there are some relationships that last for years and years. And they've known each other. I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, they met in May. In July, they got married. And this was in the year 2009. And yeah, so that's kind of how they met. It's really nothing much else to it. They ended up having a baby girl. Her name was Elena, which is spelled Alayna. I thought that was pretty cute. Elena? Ah. Pretty eyes, hazel eyes. You are not too late. I've only been talking for a few minutes. So sit on down. Grab a drink and sit on down. Okay. Now, when they came back, remember, she was 19 at the time. When they came back to America, they got together. They liked each other. When she turned 22, she had this business idea. Or in her early 20s, she had this business idea. She wanted to do like these assisted living type places. She had a business plan. Everything was set. Now, Andre, because they were married at the time, Andre sold his BMW. He got a loan from the military and he liquidated his 401k so that he could have seed money for her business. The business was called Starlight Homes Assisted Living. And y'all, at 22 years old, this is why I said she's pretty, but she's smart. At 22 years old, she started that business, y'all. In I want to say it was like, what, 3 or 4 years? They were making 7 figures. 7 figures. And she really handled the business. She handled all the day-to-day, making sure everything was running smooth. She ran that business. I want to take a time. We gotta applaud her. We gotta applaud her. We gotta applaud her. We gotta applaud her. Because, God, dog. I mean, I would like to say that if you gave me, a couple $100,000, I could be rich. But honestly, I'm going to have my mom help me. I don't think I could do it right now, which is sad. I really need to have a plan. Or at least a plan for that. Who knows? I may run into $1 million. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. So the business, it actually took off. They started off with only 3 residents, might I add, but they grew to 2 locations in the San Antonio area. And so, yeah, and this is only within a couple of years. Pretty doggone good. Now, the relationship, you guys, everything seems good. You know, they out there, they making money, they doing their thing. On the outside, everybody thought that they were perfect. Everybody thought that they were perfect. You know, they were gorgeous, but they were not. So the relationship had some issues. Of course, that's why we're here. One of those issues because Andreen, she still had feelings. She never emotionally got over her first boyfriend. Now, her first boyfriend, his name was, I believe it's pronounced Aubyn, A-Y-B-Y-N. No, A-U-B-Y-N, which actually is a pretty cool name, Aubyn. The name is Aubyn Hall. Now, y'all may be wondering, who is Aubyn Hall? Let's talk about Aubyn Hall. That is really good. Goodness. All right. So, we had 20,000, well, right at 20,000 likes, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the likes and thank y'all for the roses. Keep liking this live. It helps me out a whole lot. But let's keep going. Now, Aubyn Hall. Now, Aubyn, he was in Jamaica. Well, of course, this is a Jamaican story. It just so happened to happen, the big part of it happened in America. But all these people are Jamaican. So, Aubyn Hall, he lived in Jamaica. He lived in Port Antonio. So, yeah, that's where he was. Now, he used to date Andreen. Andreen right here. He used to date Andre, but this is before she got with Andre. So now you got Andre, you got Andreen, and you got Aubyn. A lot of A's so far. Y'all keeping up with me? Andreen. Toya is pronounced Andreen. All right. Thank you, Toya, for that. But y'all keeping up with all these names, right? Andreen. Too many A's. Y'all be all right. Okay, let's keep it kicking because we're starting to get into the messy part of this story. So, and I wish I could have included all the pictures, y'all. I wanted to include some more pictures, but I couldn't include the pictures just because of all the stuff that was in there. But anyway, so Aubyn actually used to date Andreen when they were teenagers before she met Andre. And he grew up to become a businessman up in, you know, Port Antonio. So he's out there minding his business, living his life. Now, Andreen, while, you know, her business was growing, she actually had to take a trip in 2017 to Jamaica. It was just a philanthropic trip. She was out there, I'm not sure exactly what she was doing, but it was philanthropic. She's probably out there, you know, looking to donate some money or something like that. But whatever the reason being, she made a trip in 2017 back to Port Antonio. And guess who she ran into? Guess who she ran into when she came back? Who's paying attention? Who's paying attention? I don't see nobody answering right now. Her ex, Kiana, Aubyn. Wow, her ex. Y'all are good. Okay, good. So she ran into Aubyn. Now, Aubyn, he comes up and he's like, you know, man, it be a long time since I seen you last time. Dirty wine on me. So she, you know, they reconnected. They actually, they used to like each other really good. So they reconnected. That was her first love and she never emotionally got over him. And then how can you emotionally get over someone you dated probably at 17 to 18 years old? And then at 19, marry some guy you've known for 2 months. So, yeah, she was still into this dude. And so they reconnected, they rekindled their relationship, and then they started hunching. But since they were Jamaicans, the hunching they do, it ain't the hunching we do in America. Y'all seen them them dance halls? I've seen videos where they be doing up the trees. So I can just imagine what they be doing behind closed doors. I mean, I really just can't imagine it. So they started back up their relationship. And y'all, so the relationship, once it started back up, it got so heated that in 2018, keep in mind, she just went there in 2017. the next year, 2018, she decides to get some tattoos. She's still married to Andre, by the way, but she decided to get some tattoos. Y'all are never gonna guess what she got tattooed. What she got tattooed. She got, I'm gonna tell you the first thing. She got an A, which the A could be anybody because everybody's name is an A here. You got Andre, you got Andreen, and now you got Alban. So if she just got an A, it would have been fine. The A from the pictures, which you guys can Google the pictures, but it was like a A on her hand. I believe it was like right here on this point right here. She got an A. It was a fancy little A. Just the initial. But guess what else she got? On her wrist. If y'all can guess what she got on his wrist. She tattooed 14.3.76. 14.3.76. You know how bold you gotta be for that? You know how bold you gotta be? Now, granted, you know, if you are technically married to somebody and y'all break up and y'all separate or whatever, you can do whatever you want. Well, I mean, I guess people do whatever, but I mean, whatever. But these two are still together. So when I tell you, he put that Jamaican swang on him. You know how crazy you gotta be to get somebody tattooed on your body while you married to somebody else? So yeah, if you guys ain't putting together, that's March the 14th, 1976, which is Alban's birthday. She got his initial and his birthday. She said, it's yours. She said, it be yours, daddy. I'm happy done. Boy, happy we. that was you out there saying, y'all. It's crazy. So look. Now, Andre is not stupid. Andre is not stupid at all. Hold on, just a second. I gotta grab this. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna keep talking. But Andre is not stupid whatsoever. So he sees the tattoo that she got on her wrist. And once again, I wish I could have included the picture, but y'all can Google. So he saw the tattoo that she had on her hand and her wrist. And he's like, bumper clap. He go, bumper clap. Take that shit off. And he made, like, he thought, he was like, look, if you do not, one, you got to cut all ties with Alban. No more talking to this nigga. Two, you are not going to Jamaica ever, period, without me. That's what he told her. He said, you are not going to Jamaica without me ever again. And three, you got to get them tattoos covered up, ho. Well, I ain't gonna say ho, but you know, yeah, that's what he told her. He was like, you got to get that covered up. Like, I'm not finna have you over here touching on me with another man's birthday tatted on your arm, your first love. Now, she did admit, she came around and she was like, it was like a spur of the moment thing. It wasn't really anything that she had planned to do. Like, it wasn't like she was just sitting there going, let me go and get this man's name tattooed on me. She's like, after, like I said, that's what makes me believe that he put that swang on him. He put that Rasta Safari on him. Because, you know, whatever. So she agreed. Now, the reason why she agreed, because he said that if you don't do this, he's gonna divorce her. Now, keep in mind, y'all, they own this business, which at this point in time, this is a multi-million-dollar business. Multi-million-dollar business. So, you know, if he divorced her, he's taking half of everything they got, which they still would have been, you know, okay. You know, true enough, they still would have been okay. But that's where we are right now. So it was pretty much that. Now let's keep on keeping moving. Now, everything from everyone else actually listened to the story. Well, not listened to the story, but everyone else in their lives who actually knew them, they could not tell that all these issues was going on. I think she actually told a really close friend of hers, but everyone else in general, they still seemed fine. No one could really, you know, pinpoint there was any bad thing going on between Andre and Andreen. So it just seemed like it was good. It just seemed like it was good. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and get to, we're not at the bad part. I'm not at the bad part yet. But I'm about to go ahead and start explaining some stuff to you. All right. March the 1st, 2019. Now, Andreen, excuse me. Andreen, let me show you this picture right here. Y'all see this top picture over here? Can y'all see this top picture of Andreen right here? Let me know if y'all can see it. All right, I see y'all said, yeah, damn, and yes, oh yeah. All right, so I'm showing you this picture because this picture is actually going to become very relevant later on in this story. It's going to become very, very relevant later on in the story. But as you can clearly see, Andreen, she was avid at going to the gym. This right here, if I'm correct, I believe she was deadlifting 300 pounds. I have never deadlifted, so I have no idea what I can do. But 300 pounds ain't nothing to spit at. You know, that ain't nothing to spit at. Like, that's a whole lot of, that's more than me. That's 100 pounds more than, that's 100 pounds more than me. 300 pounds. Shit. She doing that thing. She deadlifted like, I just know when she got mad, it was bumble clap. And we're going to get to that in just a minute. But she was very avid at actually going to the gym. So everybody at the gym knew her. Everybody that knew her knew that she was, you know, she went to the gym first thing in the morning, you know, every day. That was part of her routine. Everybody knew that. Okay? So on March the 1st, 2019, she didn't come to work. And so the employees at the job, they were like, well, we hadn't seen her. Where could she be? I'm not sure, you know, whatever. So they started looking around. They had the idea, it was like, okay, let's call the gym, because they knew that she went to the gym first thing every morning. So they went and they called the gym. Now, when they called the gym, because once again, these people, they know her. When they called the gym, they were like, hey, we haven't seen Andreen. Is she there? And the gym was like, no, like she hadn't come in this morning. And it was at this point in time, red flags started popping off, because like, whoa, you ain't at work and you didn't go to the gym. You ain't calling about it, said you was sick. Something is wrong. Something is truly, truly wrong at this point in time. So word kind of got around. Andreen's mom and her her mother-in-law. So Andre's mom as well. Andreen's mom and Andre's mom both were trying to contact Andreen to try to figure out what's going on, where she at. Andreen's mom actually had called her, called her several times to try to figure out what was going on, but she really wasn't getting anything. But she was trying to keep calm. Thank you, Dior, for those roses, and thank you, Andrea, for those roses as well. And thank y'all for liking this. We have 40,000 likes now. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. So both of the moms were like calling. Thank you. We're like calling her over and over. They were trying to figure out like, okay, like, what's going on. And oddly enough, it was Andre's mom who was calling her more. She was the one that seemed more, I'm not going to say seemed more concerned, because Andreen's mom was definitely concerned as well. However, it was Andre's mom she was the one who really thought something fishy was going on. That's what she really thought, something fishy was going on. But, whatever. But it was, at the end of the day, it was Andreen's mom who actually called the police. Even though Andre's mom was the one that was really kind of pushing, Andreen's mom, her own mom, was the one that had called the police. So the police had came, and they, came to the house, and they started looking around and everything. And that's when they went into the house. Now, inside the house, oh, and by the way, Andreen's mom is named Maureen, by the way. Maureen. But they went inside the house and they found hair and blood on the light switches. They found blood on the walls. They found a burn pile in the backyard. Inside of this burn pile in the backyard, they found it was a zipper that came from Andreen's blouse. So we're already off to a really bad and creepy start at this point in time. But y'all, when we actually get to what happened, it's gonna really make you. This dude was a monster, like for real. He was truly a monster. But when I'm not quite there yet. So just stay with me. Stay with me, okay? So they started asking Andre. They was like, okay, Andre, your wife's missing. what's going on? When's the last time you seen him? And now Andre, he's telling the police, this is what Andre tells the police. He said that the night before they went to the tax preparer's office, because, you know, they have their business. Now, while they went to the tax preparer's office, Andre found out that Andreen had started a new business year. And on the new business year, you know, I'm not sure how that works with businesses, but this is what he said. When she started a new business year, you know, for tax purposes, she left his name off of it. So he felt like, you know, she was trying to like get some money away from him or like steal money away from him, whatever. So this started an argument, and they argued from the tax preparer's office all the way till they got back home. Now, when they got back home, this is, by the way, this is all according to what Andre is saying. So there's a lot more to this story, y'all. Just stay with me. So on the way, once they got back home and they saw, you know, that the argument was getting bad, once he saw the argument was getting bad, he was like, you know what? I just have to cool off for just a bit. I don't know how Jamaicans talk. I don't know. But he was like, I just got to cool off for just a bit. So he left the house. He went for a ride around town for a little bit. He went to a gas station and he filled up his gas tank. And I believe it was at a Shell gas station where he had went to. He drove around for a little bit more and then he came home. Now, when he came home, he said they slept in separate bedrooms. He's like, when I came home, I didn't even want to sleep with her. So I went to one bedroom. She was in another bedroom. And it is what it is. And that's what he says. Now, he also says, you know, the next morning when he woke up, he went to take his daughter to school or something like that. And he didn't see her the next day either. So you already can tell that that boy's a Leon. He's a liar. He's a liar. But we gonna get to exactly what happened in just a minute. Let me go ahead and keep going. So yeah, he was like, yep, it is what it is. So the police had started, you know, searching and doing an investigation inside the house, trying to figure out what's going on. They really aren't coming up with anything. And they were actually at this house until about 2 a.m., right? So they had no leads. They had nothing. At some point in time, Andre decided he wasn't going to help the police no more, which is already a bad move. Like, if your wife or your spouse, so husband, wife, whatever, if your spouse is missing, even if y'all had an argument and the police are there doing the investigation, if you stop helping the police, red flag. Absolute red flag. And that's exactly what happened. So, excuse me. So when he stopped helping the police automatically bumped him up to the top of their suspect list. Now, they still was kind of doing their, you know, search around, but after around 2 a.m., they had to stop. They're like, it is what it is. So then, 2 p.m. the next day, the police, they already suspected this man so much that they had an undercover police follow this man, right? So they follow Andre. When the police, he's kind of like staking out the house, you know, doing undercover police work, whatever, and he sees Andre leaving the house. And when Andre's leaving the house, he followed Andre, and Andre pulled up to a gun shop. And at this gun shop, he bought a 9mm gun. Now, when